no intro music on today's stream outside of the Hades music, because we're gonna have a VOD of this one. Excuse me. If you're watching in the VOD, just as a reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I can't even post this in the chats yet, though. Stream's still warming up. There it is. Boom, boom. Stream schedule is going to be a little bit erratic because of the winter storm, but that's at joehills.net/soon. Here's the plan for this one. We have everything we need to try to kill Chronos, but first thing in the morning, my first run's always a little scuffed, so I think we're going to do a couple of chaos runs first. 2 chaos runs to get enough of the Stardust to do the incantation for Dora, and then we will descend. So we are starting with night 92. And here we go. Welcome, Dion Hu. Welcome, Ambrose J. For those of y'all who missed the VOD yesterday, we have a new thing here to help Dora, which, Haunted by the Past. We get 2 Ambrosia for it. But in order to do that, we need 2 Stardust. So, here's what I'm thinking. We have this whole thing over here. Oh! Interesting! It locked me out of that. The game is railroading me. The only thing I can do is directly confront the Titan of Time. So, let's go ahead and look at what we've got here. We're going to do the aspect of Melanoe, I think, which is going to let us have the critical chance boost from your pal Artemis. The Omega attack firing a Daybreaker is nice, but I feel like I like the aspect of Melanoe torches. Now, this is our Grave Thirst option, and the only weapon that I think I might be more comfortable with than this is Lim and Oros. But I feel like we go with the Heart of the Cards Grave Thirst option here. Now, in terms of pets, we have Gale, who further contributes to, what do you call it? Critical hit bonus. But you know what? I feel like if this is it, if this is the run, I mean, Ambrosia isn't cheap, but that Vernal look is pretty solid. There we go. We got a Cardinal. And now when we look over here, or not Gale, Rocky. Bonus innate critical chance, +4. So with the bonus innate critical chance from the weapon we've already got there, we're up to 14 already. And I feel like we're going to make sure that we've cleared out this entirely. Yes. We've cleared out the Testaments. And we're going to try and go out and end the Titan of Time. I want to go outside, outside. Ilihana says, howdy, Joe, just here to clear my mind a bit. Totally fair, Ilihana. Why is my YouTube chat weird? Oh, hold on. The YouTube chat isn't entirely set up. I thought it was. We need to finish setting up the stream before we actually go outside. I want to go out and play. Uncle Chronos is here. Which actually might be Grandpa Chronos is here. Leave your grandfather alone. He's working with your father. Okay, here we go. Early start today. Well, there's no school, so it's really throwing off the whole schedule. No school for 5 days now. 5 days in a row, no school. But Okay, here we go. Let's hope we get lucky on a good boon. Hey, Demeter's pretty good. I'll get you, Chronos! Now the Titan Chronos is our solitary goal. Show him no more mercy than the monster he unleashed. I feel like, no, I went too Scottish and not Irish enough. I need to have my voice notes in front of me, even though I've been doing this for weeks. If I don't have the notes in front of me, I'm not actually practicing. First, goddess voice. Oh. Now the Titan Chronos is our solitary goal. Show him no more mercy than the monster he unleashed would have shown us. But be careful. I demand your safe return. Ice Strike. Attacks deal more damage and inflict freeze is a pretty solid one. Greater strength. What did we just update? The summit? That's weird. I don't know. Core concept, we're going. Welcome to nothingness. Probably should have stood in that thing. Okay, and oh good. Well, we have to see chaos on our way out the door. Power up! Not a lot of choices there. Attack damage plus 60%. With, okay, yeah. We're gonna drop 12 health to visit chaos. Through the chaos gate we go. Get some chaos seeds. And some chaos darkness blobs. Any chaos fish while we're here? No. Recently, I ceased to sense the being you call Typhon, which is unusual considering his size. I have been wondering whether this indicates some sort of trouble I am having, or if Typhon merely is no longer there. Which do you think? Respond. The father of all monsters is destroyed, Almighty Chaos. It was an action I did not take lightly, but the threat against my father was significant and pervasive. He left us no choice. You could have chosen the destruction of Olympus. Nonetheless, I understand why you did not. The power to unmake creations such as that. I would be curious to learn it for myself. Although perhaps I would not use it sparingly. The next two boons have one fewer blessing. Afterwards, restore 15 mana every 1 second. If you have not cleared 2 encounters in 120 seconds, you take 500 damage. Afterwards, you use half mana. For the next 3 encounters, you sprint slower. Afterwards, any coins you gain is worth more. I think expiring talent is where we want to go here. It'll make or break the run immediately, but the next 2 boons just takes too long. I hate it. And the money being worth more, in some ways, the money being worth more might be the way to go, but 3 encounters is a while. Okay, let's just use less mana. Okay. Okay, so we have... We are not killing this guy fast quickly. There's the exit. Okay, is the 120-second timer still running? Yes. Is seeing Arachne an encounter? I don't know. But... Arachne! Now that we know Headmistress Hecate had a hand in your curse, there is some possibility we could persuade Athena to undo it. Or rather, you could. Why don't you humor me some more with this, my friend? What exactly do you have in mind? Olympus is a bit of a climb from here. I've a more convenient means in mind, a certain amulet that I can use to briefly summon her. If it's all right with you, then she can join us here, and you can make your plea. What would I even say? But oh, I'll certainly give it some thought. Next time you have that amulet, then I might take you up on that. Thank you. Okay, we're just gonna grab the 60 and the Fate Fabric and get out of here, because if we don't, we're gonna have a bad time with the timer on that Chaos Boon. Oh, of course it's a mini-boss. Okay, so he's got the darkness effect when he's like that, and then you can't see it. You're gonna have... Did we clear the Chaos Boon? We did. Okay, good. The father of all monsters, slain. I scarce believed it when I heard, but my lord father and my dear mother quite insisted this was true. It seems that you possess a power far more terrifying even than our vanquished foe. Your dash creates a row of falling blades. Striking foes with your weapons may still... I like the plasma because it lets me move and strike faster. Right. Oh, Nemesis is here. Let's see how strong you really are. Hit me, and don't hold back. Oh, come on. That was bad. Dang it. Yeah, this is not a great weapon for that. Oh, out of the way. Hear me, on my authority! Snow Queen, you prime 15 magic. Ooh, steady growth early. Whenever you clear enough encounters, a random boon gains rarity. I mean... Rocky, fetch! 2 seeds, you take 10% less damage. Yeah, 10% less damage isn't terrible at this point. Welcome to Reno. good. Hermes boon. There goes my armor. It's about to break. Made a little room for trees, one step closer to the edge. Break. We really need to get something to power up our special. Typhon is gone for good. My Poppy can't believe it still, but there's been no sign of that monstrosity up here since you last took him on. But why am I surprised? I figured if anyone could pull off something like that, it'd be you. Omega moves are faster is a pretty solid one for this build. Time to send a message. Here, little fish, the message is for you. You bit. It's something. A free hammer or a shop we can't afford. Free hammer, please. Projectiles orbit faster. Your attacks split in two the first time they strike foes. Your attacks knock foes away and have plus 10 power. The whirling helix feels like it's better once we get a special boon. The problem is we don't have a special boon yet. So we need a special boon. But the attack splitting in two, we've got the good freezing boon on that. That's not bad. This will go well with our crit thing. Anything that increases the power. Yeah. Let's do Lead and Blaze. Attack plus 10 power. Oh, hello, granddaughter. It seems the pathways into Erebus are not as well protected as they used to be. I take it this here is the individual who pitted you against me. Is this not? Headmistress! Headmistress! Fight him! Fight back! This headmistress of yours has considerable knowledge to have thus concealed you, but she is weary, such that time caught up with her at last. She hears not a word you say. Unhand her, wretch! Unhand her, or I will tear you to pieces! My own children tore me to pieces once before. Look where that got them. Whoever this is, perhaps she shall be more cooperative than you. Although I am not particularly optimistic, nor should you be. Good evening. Come back! Ugh. Okay, so that's interesting. So it counts as us having cleared that boss, even though we, you know, notably didn't. Hold on, headmistress. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the aromatic file, which will turn one common boon of ours heroic. We have one common boon right now, I believe. Don't we? Yeah, steady growth. Steady growth is now rarefied. So instead of taking 6 encounters per upgrade, it takes 3 encounters per upgrade. We are going to war. This sacrifice boon thing might be good, but I think we want the witch's mark. We need more base boons is the thing right now. This is already a bizarre run. Him capturing Hecate was a very smart move by the writers. What's going to happen with Scylla on the Sirens, I wonder. Okay, let's go get this max health, because that's going to be helpful. Okay, we got some limestone here. Okay. Let's go get the... Ice Strike +1, not bad. Okay, coins, health, or magic. I feel like health is going to be the most helpful out of those at this point, because we have enough coins to buy a boon at least when we get to the shop. Okay. So we got another little mini shop here. Next boon includes greater rarity. Well, we're not going to be able to afford the next boon. Yeah. I mean, we'll get at least 2 coins somewhere. Okay, mini boss and Demeter. Here we go. Woo! Your specials deal more damage and inflict freeze. Your sprint forms a gust around you. Your freeze effects last longer. Freeze effects last longer is super good. So 5 seconds instead of 2 seconds is a lot of being frozen. We need a specials boon, but I feel like we want something that is... let's look at the gust area, though. Afflicted foes are 20% slower, and their range shots are 60% slower. I mean... I think doubling down on the freeze, though, is going to cut down on my damage taken. Okay. We gotta go see Chaos. This is the run. We're taking on Chronos. We need to make this as silly as we can get. For the next 4 encounters, your dash makes you lose 17 mana. Afterwards, any coins you gain are worth 120. That's pretty good. Can I avoid dashing? Well, the thing is, we can get mana back at least with the wounds thing. Everything else here... Yeah. Ooh. I'm already losing. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Okay, so bones and ash. We can try... let's do the bones, I guess. Oh. Whoa, out of the steam, out of the steam. Out of the steam, out of the steam. Wow, it is hard not dashing. Death defied against this guy. Great. I love to see it. Okay, we're going to transform that. Freeze effects last longer, plus 4 seconds, yes. Okay. Do we want another nectar? We are up to how many nectars, I think, at this point? We got 4. I think we go for the ash and the transform again. Cold storage rarefied. Freeze effects last longer, so now it's up to 5 seconds. Nice. Now we can transform that. Gain 30 mana. Okay, well, that'll let us dash some. Okay, it looks like this is our stop here. We've got a shop, Hermes, or comedy third option. We need 2 more encounters before we can dash. So I kind of feel like comedy third option might be the one. Who's left? Comedy third option is Hestia. A Hestia boon on the special would be amazing. Alright, bloody monster's down and out. And I mean out for good, as in we can't find any trace of him at all. They're telling me you turned Typhon to ash, dearie. Oh, that's proper scary stuff. Your casts. Yeah, I was hoping for special. Oh, we can re-roll though. Your Omega special also launches a fireball but uses plus 10. I mean, that's... we're using the Omega special a lot. Smolder Ring would have also been good there. Okay. Mumcraft, welcome. Alrighty, we have 2 Death Defiances left, and we are about to fight the second boss. We don't know what to expect here. Just as a reminder, we are doing rotational tips today. And I am currently dead level. You can tell because I have this skull mask and this level. We are rotating the camera 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in. And yeah, I'm currently at 0 degrees angular. So let's go ahead and leave that over here. Hopefully we won't need it again this stream. But yeah, let's post that tipping link in both chats. There we go. Wish me luck. We have... that could be good. That could be good. Let's proceed. Okay, they're still here.
All right. Don't worry, gals. One day they'll put us up on the biggest stage for all the world to see.
I'm not particularly interested in listening to your delusions of grandeur right now, so why not start your little song?
Oh, it may be a little song to you now, lady, but it's gonna be huge someday. You'll see. We'll show her, won't we, gals?
Death defied. Dang it. We need to cause some wounds. Dang it. Get behind it, get behind it, get behind it, get behind it. Last chance. Okay, yeah, this sprint thing is killing me. I'm just gonna have to suck it up and not have mana. I'm dying, Squirtle. Well, get out of the way of those. She's gonna get me sooner or later because I'm not doing enough damage to her. I'm not getting hits in. She's got too much cover. Got her. Woo! Welcome, Prototype of Chaos. Welcome, Mr. Chaos. Welcome, Sunny and Vicious. Defeat seemed certain for a moment there. Origination, the Boatman, the Centaur, the Swift Runner, and the Unseen. Okay. Well, we're about to go pick up the Athena boon, or charm, because we're down to no death defiances. Boskanovich says, nice work, Joe. That was stressful. Thanks. I try. Hey, we also got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's our first tip of the stream. It's from the Comic Sans, who says, rotate that Joe. And tips 20, so let's get that 20 on the abacus here. We're going to go ahead and hit transform, edit transform, and rotate me 20 degrees. La da da da. Do 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 do. La da 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 da. Okay. So while we still have the Narcissus boon, we're going to drink from the fountain to get the extra health. Then we are going to pull... Wait! It won't let us pull the Gorgon... This comrade is currently investigating the eradication of Typhon and cannot aid you. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's not good. Oh, this run, we're gonna have problems. Okay. Well, Lucky Tooth will give us a death defiance, but only if we hold on to it. Whereas the gold purse will give us 125 coins, where we could maybe use that money to buy a Death Defiance. Oh no, I was counting on Athena's help with this. This is not ideal. Boy, I'm wishing I'd ranked up this Moros pin. Okay. I feel like the silken sash, if we can be super conservative, is going to be what pays off best for us at this point. We need to save the golden tooth for our final run. But we also like the knuckle bones for that. Yeah, let's take the silken sash. We can buy one Death Defiance now. So we've got one back at least. Okay. Okay. I feel like we're... I mean, this is intentionally a challenging run. I might have screwed up a little bit with that Chaos Boon, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, Rocky. Let's overview the Fields of Morning. Yep, that's a lot of field. A heart and Hera. Yes, let's go. Oh, I forgot I still have the dash problem. There's that guy. Okay. Dang it, that was the wrong one. I thought I was picking up the one I just got. Okay. What is this over here? Rock. Okay, Rocky, you pick that up. Take a palm. Freeze effects last longer, sure. Paraboon. You truly rid us of that blasted Typhon. Never have we faced such an overwhelming threat, and all we could do was keep him at bay. Now we have the upper hand again, because of you, my dear. Specials deal more damage and inflict hits. I feel like that's a good one for us. Okay. 2 possible exits, Ares and Hammer and Coin. I think we take Ares... No, I think we take Hammer and Coin, because we could use the coins and the hammer. Okay, good. I can. Hey, anonymous god, welcome to supporter. You got at symbol. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Supporter, welcome to supporter. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, so we got some extra coins there. Let's see, there's some coins up this way as well. There's the hammer we need, but let's go get the heart first. Okay. Specials deal more damage to armor. Feels like it's always a good one. Okay. Yep, that feels good. And there's some more health down there. Whoops. Okay, we got 2 trees to choose from. A shop or a boss with Ares. Let's go for the shop. What was that chaos boon? Okay, so we have expiring talent. We had the other chaos boon. Any coins you gain are worth 120 plus. Yeah. Okay, so palm. Let's take the special damage up. This game is called Hades 2. Your cast creates a falling blade over each foe in the binding circle. Yep. That sounds good. Let's talk to Sharon. Okay, so we got 2 options here. Hestia, Ares, Palm, or Coin, Heart, Magic. I feel like Hestia, Ares, Palm is the way to go for us here. Okay. Tree, show me the way. Okay, so we've got some ash up that way. Let's go get the Hestia boon first. Okay, we're gonna grab these as well. Snuffed Candle is good against bosses. You deal more damage to foes that are nowhere near other foes. That's pretty helpful. Damage to isolated foes up. Oh, we gotta do all the rewards first. Bonus damage to foes near no one else. Extra special damage. Let's take that, because we're using it anyway. Okay, so the Ares one is up here. Where are the enemies? Did we not summon them? looking good. When you have at least 8 Earth, any of your damaging effects from Olympians are stronger. I don't know if we're going to get 8 Earth by the end of this. Let's re-roll this. Oh, these all... Dang it. I was hoping for something better. Blood Spree. When you have less than 40 health, your attacks and specials restore health. That can be huge. Ooh, actually cut above, though. Because we're striking a lot of foes with Omega moves using that Omega special. Yeah, cut above is what we're taking here. Okay, shop or more max mana. Also mini shop. Do we want to waste a reroll on this? Probably not. Specials deal plus 40 damage. That's going to be helpful. The @ symbol is for folks who support the stream at the supporter level. If you refresh your chat, you might see that some people, like you, now Anonymous God, have an @ symbol next to your name for being a supporter, so thank you for supporting the arts and my work in particular. More than Small Cat said, when you have at least 8 of any element, you deal more damage. We are really close to having 8 Earth at this point, so let's maybe take that after all. Okay. Anything else of value over here? Okay. Is it worth buying the max magic? I don't think so, because we're getting more max magic back from wounds. Okay, let's go face Cerberus and try not to lose our armor in the process. Okay, Cerberus is on his way back in. Welcome back. We need to get out of the way of that one. Let's go grab those. Whew. Cerberus is my favorite boss. After some thought, ferocious Cerberus decides not to devour the princess. Beast soothed! Because like a lot of the other bosses were like trying to beat up jerks. But with this one, we're helping a dog that is possessed shake off the possession. So we got a few things. Eternity. What's the Eternity card? Excellence. Any boons you have a chance to be legendary. When you channel your Omega moves, everything slows down for 1.2 seconds. Oh, that's a nice one. Hex automatically charges up. You deal more damage to foes in your casts. Cool, 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 cool. We are basically... We've got 29 out of 30 cards now. And... nothing else is hiding around here, I don't think. But let's just be thorough. Yep, okay, that's good coverage. Got some extra armor there. Okay, so We have to use the fountain before we can do anything. Except swap these out. We have the Silken Sash right now with 66 armor. So we managed to build up some decent armor. I feel like the Knuckle Bones... Next Guardian loses 15%, you take 10% less damage. Knuckle Bones is almost always good. Against the final boss. So yeah, let's take that. Let's drink. Let's see what they want us to sell. Steady growth. I mean, steady growth is actually still helping us, shockingly. Normally I'd be like, well, we're not going to really need steady growth at this point, but we're going to have more than 6 more rounds. So let's hold on to that. You know, mega moves deal 50% more damage. Yeah, we'll take that. Sunny Ambitious says tarot cards with hermits would be awesome. I have to do this. I have to do this. Hey, a fish. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm counting. It's not determinative or numerative. Styxian caught. And a water elemental. Okay, we're still at 0 air elementals and only 7 earth elementals. Sunny and Vicious says the game's so pretty. I agree. We're at the point where there's no more inner dialogue lines when we do the overviews. We've overlooked them too many times. Okay. Crash override. Hack the planet! I'm in! Express route set! Confound it, but you are a difficult one to pin down. Okay, anything else left in this room? Okay, we have a triple coin route. We can re-roll that, but I mean, triple coin can be pretty good this time of game. Especially with that chaos boon that gives us double coin. Gained 660 coins. Yeah, I'll take it. And what was... Okay, we have sword ring. Blade damage. Okay. Express route toward the boss or side mini-boss with an Ares boon. Mini-boss with an Ares boon at this point. Sworn Flourish rarefied. Nice. So we've got a few heroic boons because of that steady growth. That's upgrade our cold storage to heroic. Freeze duration 6.5 seconds. Nice. Racing Thoughts Omega moves are 30% faster. Sworn Flourish specials deal plus 105 damage. Whenever you exit a location, keep some of your bonuses. Your fireball effects from Hestia inflict wounds with even greater power. Strike has plus 50 power. Fourth degree, yells Neko Jita. Yeah, fireball inflicting wounds. It seems pretty good. So that fireball now does... Oh, wait, we gotta compel this guy real quick. Everybody's doing a funky dance now. Come on, Shady, do the melon note, hey. Da 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 da. Come on, Shady, do the melon note. Okay, I think we've unlocked all the gold in here. Okay, palm, triple palm. Do we re-roll the triple palm? I think we might re-roll the triple palm. Oh, here we go. Hestia and Ares anger room. It's not good to anger Hestia or to anger Ares, but this is 2 boons going into the finale. Of the 2, I think it's probably... I don't know if I've ever angered Ares before. Flash, Fry, or Heat Rush. Your attack and specials gain power the more fire you have. We only have 3 power, so that's plus 6. But, I mean, we have a bunch of stuff that build on that. Flash Fry is good for big groups. And this is about to be a big group fight. I think we take Slow Cooker, though, assuming that we're going to survive long enough to face the boss. If you truly wish to war with me, you'll find I'm more than happy to oblige. You've satisfied my need for retribution, or at least my thirst for blood, for now. Your Omega Cast also creates a Blade Rift. Yeah, let's take that. I mean, we don't Omega Cast, like, ever, though. I mean, maybe we take Stabbing Rush. Honestly, none of these seem great, and we have a reroll here. Rallying Cry is only good if we get one more. We need one more Earth boon. We have 2 things now that need one more Earth boon. We're really rolling the dice on that. Next time I have to choose a boon, if there's an Earth option, we have to do it. We have to do it. All right, Rocky. Still sitting at 7 Earth. Okay, we've got 3 to go on the express route. Morning, Queen Dark Lady. We are on our way to fight Chronos. And there goes our armor. Sword ring rarefied. Additional blade damage from the cast, at least. Okay, that Chronos boon with the coins at least seems to be paying off. We're going to be able to buy everything in the final shop, it looks like. Nothing left of value in here. More coins. Maybe we re-roll the coins room because we got 2,700 coins right now. That feels like a lot of coins. Triple palm doesn't feel great. Snack room. No. Ugh. Fine, triple palm. Freeze effects last much longer, 7.2 seconds, yes. That lets us get almost to the 10 seconds total required to continuously refreeze. We're not going to get a Hades boon. We haven't seen Lord Hades. I was really hoping we would. Grizzly gain rarefied. Heroic chance of plasma 16%. Okay. Cold storage freeze duration up to 7.8 seconds. Yes. That's going to be comedic. Anybody who's frozen will basically stay frozen until... So you can only freeze people every 10 seconds. And we can now freeze them for 9.8 seconds every 10 seconds. Whoops, don't stand there. Okay, anything of value? Nope. Okay, so we didn't get to see Papa Hades this run. Okay, well, we have plenty of money. So we're going to buy a Nightmare. We're going to buy... We need one more Earth Elemental boon to unlock 2 of our things. I am impressed with how our great goddess of seasons here has taken us to our war. The more personal we make it, the more bitterly we fight. Is that not so, dear Lady Demeter? It was not I who made this personal, Ares. Perhaps if at some future point you have your own children and grandchildren taken from you, then you shall understand. For now, however, you need but to comply. Your Omega Cast is stronger and follows you even as you start to channel it. I mean, that's a fated choice. So maybe I do the Omega Cast occasionally. I really want that one more Earth Elemental, but maybe we get it from somebody that's not offering a fated choice. I feel like Hestia's stuff is all fire, though. Yeah. Slow cooker upgraded. We're just buying everything. Okay. Well, we have 2 things that we didn't upgrade because of the Earth Elemental thing. I hope that Omega Cast is fun. Because We're about to find out. Here we go. Dive, dive, dive. If you want to wish me luck in chat, feel free to do so now. Also, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. This was kind of a scuffed run. Wait, what? Where is he? She is now my guest. What did you call that old witch whom you seem to care about so much? Your headmistress? Tell me now exactly who she is, if you yet value her well-being in the least. She was my mother's handmaiden, nothing more. When you attacked my father's house, she took me away. When I came of age, I vowed to stop you, despite her efforts to dissuade me. Let her go. At first, I thought perhaps you were a child of Zeus rather than Hades. But you are a terrible liar, granddaughter. Now you shall suffer for your action, or the handmaiden shall do so in your stead. Don't you touch her! Come, legions of the Golden Age. Whoa. Prepare. I wasn't prepared. Dang it. You are done. Gotta kill these guys before they heal him. Dang it, I went the wrong way at that. Kill this guy. Accursed child. You wish to bring about the end of time. Well then observe, for I shall give you but a glimpse. Come finish what your father started, granddaughter. And do take a good look around. Okay. Well, I don't love that. Oh, okay, I can walk anywhere. Where is he? You would be doing me a mercy and saving me a great deal of trouble. Come on, stop me. But understand one thing. I shall always be one step ahead of you. Except when you're frozen, bud. Time is the one thing in this life which once discarded can never be recovered. This audience is over. Impossible. My mother's handmaiden, you give her back right now! You care so much for this witch handmaiden of yours. Would that a single relative of mine showed me even an iota of concern. What reason would they have to care? Look what you've done. You're trying to take everything from us. Our future. We are family. We do not take, we share. Destroy me then if you possess such strength, and see what future you shall bring about. Then this is for that future. And our family. Future, family, Time stopped! Zagreus, don't forget to wind your watch! Done here. Now for the final step. Okay, so we got a victory with aspect of Melanoe. Most of our damage actually from direct attacks. 109,000 from direct attacks. 93,000 from Omega Special. 33,000 from Omega Attack, a little bit from Chaos, a little bit from Control Burn. Most damage suffered was from Chronos, 387, Roxy, 40, Wet Whisper, 40, Skilla, 39, Wretched Thug, 39. It's a pretty good run, actually. Bilga2 says, GG for real this time. Woo! For the moment, time stands still, stricken by the enchanted spear Gigaros and temporarily susceptible to one final step the Princess of the Dead has planned. Now for Zagreus to do his part. This ought to hold you a little extra time for what comes next. Hold on, headmistress. I'm taking a nap. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. To tell Zagreus how it should end. Whew, okay, focus. Now night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time, through the mirror with this children's rhyme. All right, need to calm myself. Can't make him more nervous than me. This has to work. It has to. I mean, why wouldn't it? If everything she says has happened, will happen. Hey, Melanoe, you've returned. You've no idea how much difficulty I had falling asleep so I could see you here again. So what's the word? Have you prepared the spear? Take hold of Gigaros and we'll find out. You'll have to go immediately to where Chronos resides. Speak to him, but do not mention me at all, as I have not yet been born. I'll be counting on you to succeed. And the plan is, once I find him, either we become best mates, or it's death to Chronos like you said. Do you truly think there's any possibility he comes around, that I won't have to kill him? Knowing that there are infinite possibilities, then I suppose so, yes. But I'm so angry with him still, and frightened about what may come to pass. He has taken so much from me, from all of us, and yet he wants his family back too. One way or another, he'll get what's coming. We all will. All right, but we're getting your family back, not just his. Whew, this is a lot. To think the Spear of Fathers has the power to destroy a deathless titan. It shall in just a moment, so hold it close. May earth and night and darkness hear me now. Bring true death to the deathless by my vow. Dissolution of time. Gigaros, it's grown hot to the touch. but feels much lighter than before as well. I suppose I should be careful not to prod somebody with it. Besides Chronos. Go, Zagreus. I've done everything I can here, and we'll see each other again. Some other time than this, perhaps. But still, for now, farewell. Goodbye, Melanoe. Hope this works. Tartarus, in the prince's time. What now? What is all that infernal racket? Silence, fools, lest we be caught. Guards! 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 Oh, hello. Who goes there? You lack the clopping of the satyr's hooves, and have a countenance which I know not. You must be grandfather. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm called Zagreus. I got a tip about your quite suspicious cavern and decided to go take a look. What are you doing here, if I may ask? Recuperating. What else would I possibly be doing in a place such as this? So I suppose Hades is to thank for this new grandchild of mine. I never thought that I would see the age when he became a father for himself. Oh, he's a wonderful father, if you must know. My sole disappointment is that I'm an only child. But he and my dear mother Persephone, the underworld queen, truly love each other. So, down the line, one can hope. Why are you telling me all this? Answer immediately, lest my satyrs tear you to shreds. Where are those blasted satyrs, anyhow? Grandfather, I'm telling you all this because I thought I'd make a little small talk here before I have to do you in. If you would bring pain and suffering upon my house as our designated security specialist, I cannot allow that. Pa, what would you know of my intent? You dare speak to me of pain and suffering. Here I have rotted since an aeon prior to when you were but a twinkle in your father's eye. He and his brothers, traitors and usurpers. They're your children. Father and I also used to fight. He'd grown isolated from Olympus and Persephone and me. It didn't do him any good. What about you? We've only met. Are you prepared to sweep me into your old grudge? If necessary, yes, of course. Your father and his brothers all surely have already poisoned you and your entire generation against me. Would I be speaking to you if that were the case? Here's the arrangement. Either come along quietly to a little surprise family reunion, or take this spear repeatedly, and you won't soon recuperate, I swear. Which is it going to be? You who threaten me with annihilation have not experienced a world without time. You would come to dearly miss my influence, nor should I be shamed and ridiculed before my kin. What would you have me do when they look upon me? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps just act like you're my grandfather rather than sneaking under the house in some sort of profane chamber I ought to have known about. Your time. Why don't you extrapolate a bit? Extrapolate what? A joy-filled life in which Grandfather Time is there to coddle the spoiled child of my rancorous son. Hades shall drive that accursed spear through me on sight, if you do not. No, because you'll be under my protection, and also know it won't just be a joy-filled life, especially if you keep on. But it'll probably be better than whatever this is. Now, make your choice already. I don't have all day or night. So then, a future with such grandchildren as you, or the eternal void. How can I possibly decide? That's it! I'm stabbing you. No, wait! All this time for naught. Perhaps the fates themselves always knew my plans would be undone again. 3, 2, 1. The House of Hades, long after, yet long ago. Ready or not, hence I go. She cannot possibly be there. Already searched there. Oh, hello. Well, this is a rare treat. The both of you together in the lounge. What brings you here, grandfather? I yet seek the girl's whereabouts is what. I have turned over this residence in its entirety and found nary a sign. She is already as elusive as you always were, Hades. That, or your old senses have dulled. She went running over there by the head chef, where she yet lingers in silence. Go, before her patience wears thin. What my father meant to say was no, we've no idea where my good son's little sister is. She could be anywhere. Have you tried checking the administrative chambers? Gods, I sound like Hypnos. I do appreciate the hint. Where are you, my girl? Aha. There you are at last. You might have kept me searching for a while yet, that you found such a secure hiding point amid those shadows. It sure took you long enough. I was beginning to think I might never see you again. Ha, that is precisely what your father said when Zagreus first brought me here. Well, are we to suffer through another round? No, this game is too easy. Tell me another one of your tales about the Golden Age. Perhaps when you are older, lest your father be displeased. If you defy him, you merely get a mild reprimand. If I defy him, I get cut to bite-sized bits, which then are sprinkled throughout Tartarus. Ha! Ew! Well, if father ever does that, I shall simply go find all the bits and put you back together again. Spoken with the generosity of youth. You are the only one around here who would say such things, Melinoe. Truly? But the others don't like you, grandfather? Oh, they can never get enough of me, my girl. Except we still have had our differences. But let me not concern you with the past. The only time that matters is right now. And right now... Tag. You are it. Hey, no fair! Is this the future, or is it the past? Not merely mine, but yours, granddaughter. Everybody in this house. Easy there, Cerberus. Yay! Take that!
That's it, lass, just like we trained.
Right this way, please.
Unbelievable.
What happened then? Why, the bloodiest part. I got you something. I don't know if that's me. Oh. I finally won! Blast. It's in the blood! It's in the blood! Focus! Night and darkness guide me. I remember all of that. My life, the way it could have been. Oh gods, Zagreus, did it work? What's going on out there? Real quick customer support note to Anonymous God. Yes, I saw your Patreon sign up go through. Basically, I send out the invites for the Patreon once per day in a batch. Just as a warning, that does bill you on the day you sign up and on the first of the month. So yeah, I don't really promote the Patreon too aggressively the last few days of the month because I feel a little awkward about that. But yeah, if anybody else would like to sign up and doesn't mind giving me an extra $5 or $10 now, it's $5 a month for Discord, $10 a month for Minecraft servers, patreon.com/JoeHills. And you could get your invite in the same batch as Anonymous God, which will go out by hand later today. I don't trust bots to do that stuff. I'd rather send everybody their message myself. Titan! What? I prepare to suffer for all that you have done, wretch, or shall I stay my hand? Merely because you made the mistake of loosening your hold on me. All of these newfound thoughts within my mind, was all of this your doing, which I have no memory of you, and yet, who are you? Chronos, headmistress, wait, I think I can explain.
Melanoe, where are we? One instant I discovered that our enemy invaded Erebus. Then next I know he's groveling there at my feet. How is this possible? What have you done?
Headmistress, you don't remember because you weren't there with me, but as for you, Chronos, who am I now to you? You are my granddaughter, Melanoe, whom I know both from this life and an altogether different one, which I now realize was but a dream, a delusion. So then all I have left is this. All that you see is what you wrought. As for this other life, how much of it do you recall? Your youth here in this house with me. How you delighted in a hiding game when you were but a girl. How you and Zagreus would fight, but out of love, not in the way we fought this very night. I did not realize there could have been this other past we shared, this better past.
A better past? Nonsense. None of it occurred. Nothing has changed. You should be gone, Titan, not flooded with false memories.
All these memories that sprang to his mind, I remember them as well. A life I could have lived had the Titan never struck.
But I struck, ever hated and shunned. Finish what you set your mind to, granddaughter, for I have no desire to exist in such a world with all of you like this, not for one moment longer. Silence! Melanoe, come to your senses. Whatever you did, this wretch is finished, and shan't be using his old tricks again. End him.
Wait! Please! Let me prove this to you! Chronos, grandfather, listen to me. Steady yourself. Use what power you yet have and release our family from your hold.
Our family, why? They are bound as yet I had them bound for all this time. What have I done?
Father, mother, brother. My family, where are we? Is this my house? Father, what's the meaning of all this?
Oh, Hades, perhaps the princess can explain. As for the queen and the prince and all the rest, Melanoe, they need but hear your voice, and I await their judgment and your own. Go on, then.
This had better work.
Let's release Persephone. I don't know if we get to choose the order. It might just release both of them.
Queen Persephone, Prince Zagreus, return to us.
Hades,
Mother!
Melanoe, you're all grown up. But then, of course you are. Oh, my heart.
Melanoe, it's really you. You look just like your nightmare reflection did so long ago, before even the little you was born. Did we succeed? Shaking.
They shall recover. Give them time, and give me death. Go on and send me to the blasted void already, you son, or that witch, or you granddaughter, one of you, for I am weary of it all. You long for a world without me. It is yours.
Grandfather, no! How could you say that after all we've been through together? I swore you'd be under my protection. And oh gods, what happened to this place?
I took this place, is what Zagreus, and ruined it. You need not advocate for me again. You never knew my real self, merely a possibility, and nothing more. And you, Melanoe, to think I put you through all this. Take your vengeance.
No! Our families had enough, for now. Who else recalls what happened? Memories as vivid as any you hold dear, but of a separate life we might have lived. Mother, do you remember?
I do. You were insatiably curious as a child, and sometimes too much even for me to handle. So Zagreus and Chronos, they often helped take care of you.
I, too, remember now that father was with us after Zagreus discovered him and took him in. Yet all the while, I have been a prisoner? His prisoner here, in this time of ours.
Queen Persephone, Lord Hades, do not believe these falsehoods coursing through your minds. Even your son and daughter seem susceptible. You all have been manipulated by the Titan's spell.
Headmistress, that's not true! Don't you understand? The dissolution of time. This is how I manifested it. You always said the task was mine, as were the methods I employed. This was the path I chose.
Then you failed. Death to Chronos was the task, yet there he is. Melanoe, what could possibly have compelled you to take such a course?
Your own teachings, to think for myself, not just do as I'm told. But if you still believe destroying Chronos will make our problems go away, then what are you waiting for?
I shall never forgive this Titan for what he has done to this world, your family, you, or me. Dear Hecate, my handmaiden, who said anything about forgiveness? I've never heard such pain in you. Last I recall in this life, just before Chronos struck, your task was to protect our daughter at all costs. And you did! You did!
In our moment of peril, you were the only one we could count on, esteemed witch of the crossroads. For that, and more, you have our gratitude. For all eternity.
I did no more than was my charge, O King and Queen, and I remain, as ever, at your service. Well then, Melanoe, what now?
What now? There's so much to be done. Bringing this house to order for one thing. Mother, Father, you've seen what was possible. Let us give Chronos one chance to make himself useful, starting with our restoration efforts. Would you grant me that?
Granted. We're not finished with you, Chronos. They say time heals all wounds. Prove it.
Granted. But only this one chance. By the grace of the princess of the underworld.
You would permit me such a chance, but I cannot change what has already occurred, cannot undo the unforgivable decisions I have made.
Your time itself. We're not demanding you move backward. We're demanding you move forward.
To move forward, that is all I have ever known. Then I shall make time, both for this house and everything.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off of me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful underworld king and queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and shades of the dead still loyal to their cause answered the call. They and the Titan picked up the many pieces of the past, and soon the house grew more like how it used to be. But then a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
I really like the restored house, all the little workers. Hey, Cerberus is here. Will he finally let me pet him? He wouldn't let me pet him until now. The notoriously fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus rests in his favored spot, and now regards the Princess of the Dead with 3 expressions, different than before.
Well, boy, this must be the next best thing to guarding the underworld gates. Say, do I have your permission to give you a scratch, the way my brother demonstrated before? You're a fine dog. The very best. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help, especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot. Believe me, I had nothing better to do, Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there, and keep an eye on Chronos as we tie up some loose ends. It must be hard to even look at him after everything he did. I can't help but be glad we're all here, but that's easy for me to say, not having been locked in a lifelong conflict. I'll manage. You helped me realize there even was a path toward this outcome. As I faced Chronos in this house, I started to sense that being cut off from his family was consuming him. It might have consumed him completely. Good thing we make a decent brother-sister team, past and present, real and imagined. And now, we don't even need Dreamtime witch magic to stay in touch. No, I suppose not. Feels like we've been through thick and thin together, doesn't it? Even without the memories of a wholly different and generally more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one. Come on, you're not the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other. Though, still, I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own. He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right? I will. You take care too. Let's go ahead and talk to Persephone. My beautiful daughter, we were just talking about you, how you were as a child, both in this life and the other. Growing up is so difficult, and you had to do it twice. Which makes me beyond fortunate. Hecate was the best caretaker I can imagine. And I'm so grateful to have experienced a life with you, Mother, where there was so much warmth. And now you've met this other side of me. And I shall eagerly await getting to know this other side of you even better. And Hecate, you're certain it's no burden to you to continue looking after her, just in case? I swore to you that no harm shall come to your daughter, O Queen, and that vow remains, and I shall always care for her, whether she resides with me or not. Then it's settled, and Melanoe, for what it's worth, I likewise opted not to live at home when I was in my youth. Please reconsider this, Melanoe. You cannot be serious about returning to that dusty glade. Your rightful home is here, and you may be unable to return while you are with us, due to laws much older than ours. To serve the unseen is to serve in shadow. I know full well, headmistress, and I do not take this decision lightly, but I can't leave the crossroads, especially when we've left so much to do. Working with Chronos on this new venture of his, you've been instrumental in altering time as we know it. So, you're certainly the best fit to keep things that way. Ensuring time keeps working in our favor seems like a good way to spend my own time. It should be interesting, and the matter is close to my heart. Perhaps I was born for this. You were born for so much more, but we'll do our share. Cerberus has already taken to prancing through the fields of his own accord, and your father and I shall not be far. As for your brother, well, he always turns up. All this is going to be an adjustment, though, isn't it? Even if I'll see you again soon. An adjustment is putting it mildly. Now go make your rounds, and I'll see you off before you depart. I love you, baby girl. I love you too, Mother. Okay. So how do we depart? Oh, we still have to talk to Achilles. Heading out. Olympus doesn't like to be kept waiting. I know. We'll remember you here, lass. Somehow, it still feels as if we've only met. What an unusual time. That it is, Achilles, sir. I have these glimpses now of cherished moments I might have spent with you and the other house servants had the past but gone differently. Are the others doing well? They seem to be. Your relatives recovered the most swiftly, but I think we're all still feeling some effects and catching up on everything we missed and aiding where we can. I'll miss you all. This really does feel like a dream at times. I fear I may forget it, as one tends to do with dreams. Heh. I trust you'll still remember what I always told you about fear. Please, don't worry. I know we may not see you for a while, but I shall await whenever we may meet up again. As shall I. When I was having difficulties with my son, sometimes I thought of you, Father. I could not fathom having had more children to contend with all at once. Yes. Well, I was not terribly successful at contending with you lot, now was I? Particularly Zeus. To think that I shall see him and the others again soon. I can make no assurances about how you shall be received. These dreamlike memories we share did not reach Mount Olympus, it seems. But Zeus does have my full report. Surely a ringing endorsement. But I merely jest. If time can be so cruel, then it is only fitting for his children to be much the same. Would you not agree, granddaughter? We may have more in common than we'd like to admit, but in any event, Lord Uncle Zeus asked you to come alone. Only the fates know what lie in store. Although there's still no sign of them, even with Nyx's aid. None. I cast them into the abyss. Had I known precisely where, they would have known how to get back. Yet, if my hypothesis about such possibilities as we experienced is correct, we may find them. We shall, and I look forward to testing this hypothesis. Perhaps we'll all learn something about ourselves. Would that we could. Gods and titans may be doomed to live forever, but we need not be bound to the old ways. Indeed. Father, thank you for all your hospitality. It gladdens me to see you doing well. I would not be if not for you, daughter. I trust that we shall see each other again soon, and perhaps even you, Father. Likewise, Hades. At least this house is mostly to your preference again. Beyond these halls, of course, much more is to be done. Yes, well, Father, I wish you the best with the ongoing underworld renovations. As for us, our chariot is here. That it is. I am prepared. Shadows conceal you. And with your spirit! Sister Selene, great Nyx. My faithful eye of night, my child, thank you for ensuring that our realm remains secure and keeping watch above it all. I never doubted that I could count on you. But, Mother, had our watch been more dependable, then none of this would have transpired. Trying times shall always come about, testing our resolve. Thus we grow strong, as do the bonds we share. Even now I sense the powerful connection between you and the princess of the underworld. It was my honor to work with Sister Selene, O Nyx. She has always been my guiding light. I am so pleased that you could finally see each other again. A reunion you made possible with Hecate and the Unseen. Your services shall be remembered, O Melinoe, princess. Now go, for there are more reunions to be had. Thank you, Mother, and farewell for now. I must say, I did not expect that we could ever draw you down this far, Sister Selene. I thought perhaps that not even headmistress could, in all her experience. If you are ready, little star, then let us go, lest we outstay our greetings and farewells. I am honored to have seen these halls, and to return to Shadow with you on this night, in victory, not haste. Come, Melanoe, for all the reasons that Celine says. We have a delivery that we must make besides. Then let's be off. If only Artemis were here, could have been a proper Silver Sisters reunion, couldn't it? Then let us ride into the darkness above, and do be careful to hold on as we depart. Farewell, farewell. Goodbye. Goodbye, daughter. You get to fly like this each night? If I may briefly interrupt, we have arrived at our initial destination, everyone. Olympus is not far from here. I do appreciate the ride upon your gleaming chariot, O moon, but it is time for me to go. Perhaps my conversations with Hades have prepared me to face my other sons. We've informed Lord Uncle Zeus of what happened, and given our recommendations, though he'll have many questions for you, and ought be expecting you by now. Remember the chance you have been given, grandfather. Time cannot forget, and ought never to be late. May Zeus at least permit me to assist you from here on, knowing there were real possibilities all this could have gone worse. To think that the entire flow of time is fractured because of what occurred. I would liken it more to a moment of self-discovery on my part. Despite my advanced age, it seems I did not know all that there is to know about myself. But then again, who does? Now farewell, and thank you, granddaughter. Right, off I go. Well, good evening.
Thought we'd drop in.
Lord Apollo and Lady Artemis.
It's a beautiful night, Lady Celine, and you must be the East-End Witch of the Crossroads. You've trained my cousin very well indeed to have brought Chronos to our heights, still in one piece. Fine, Apollo. I was incorrect for once. No need to boast. Melanoe, I may have wagered you'd cut the Titan to ribbons sooner than you'd bring him here.
I know it's unimaginable, but he came here willingly, and Lord Zeus wanted to speak to him in private. Wait, does that mean you're kicked out of your house?
Well, we consider it a palace, but, no. We've been appointed to escort you to the crossroads as a symbol of our family's unity. And come bearing a gift. Shall we be off?
We ride.
Here we go! And it looks like that was Hades too. There's still going to be some post-game stuff. If y'all enjoyed this stream, before the music gets too far underway, let me go ahead and post the tipping link again. Just as a reminder, we're rotating the camera 1 degree angular for every $1 that rolls in. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And now we return for the credits. Thank you, Supergiant Games, Amir Rao, Gavin Simon, Greg Cassavin, Andrew Wong, Darren Korb, Gen Z, Logan Cunningham, Josh Barnett, John Paul Gabler, Dexter Friedman, Eduardo Gorenstein, Alice Lai, Joanne Tran, Will Turnbull, Nicola Sojabich, Devonish Maheshwari. Welcome, James Uck. Welcome, thanks, Allison Rossman, Ellis Powell, Morgane Malville, Craig Harris, Stephen Puckett, Raveen Ray Rajadorai, Jonathan Villarisa, Caleb Cornett, Jeremy Aninos. Fantastic work.
all across the board. This game was a lot of fun to play. I should put my face in the moon. There we go. Or maybe I'll be on the horse. Yeah, there we go. We got Zeus and Hera there. And there were additional music vocals by Ashley Barrett. Caitlin Sales did office support. Kristen Beach, thanks. Nikita Tarandu, Alicia Fang, Christiane Tienk, Doniak, Brad Hagman, Judy Alice Lee, Al Hansen, Sylvain Deco, Frederick Elaine, Aliza Aon, Aviento, Adit Deshar, Jesse Turner, Alan Hellman, Crow, Spencer Wan, Andrina Mina, Sean Finney, Jesse Tan, Studio Grackle, Line Animation Studio Limited. Oh, look, there's Dora. Dora. Voice cast. Thank you very much to Joe Hills as Melanoe, Echo, and additional voices. Joe Hills as Hecate. Joe Hills as Chronos, Hades, Poseidon, and Charon, Polyphemus, and Typhon. Joe Hills as Dora Scylla, additional voices. Joe Hills as Nemesis. Joe Hills as Odysseus. Joe Hills as Moros. Joe Hills as Eris. Joe Hills as Skalemos, Nasarsis, Zagreus, and additional voices. Joe Hills as Selene. Joe Hills as Artemis and Nyx. Joe Hills as Hermes. Joe Hills as Arachne. Joe Hills as Apollo. Joe Hills as Demeter and Persephone. Joe Hills as Hestia. Joe Hills as Zeus and Chaos. Joe Hills as Aphrodite. Joe Hills as Hephaestus. Joe Hills as Hera. Joe Hills as Heracles. Joe Hills as Medea. Joe Hills as Circe. Joe Hills as Prometheus. Joe Hills as Athena. Joe Hills as Dionysius and Ares. Joe Hills as Hypnos and additional voices. Joe Hills as additional voices with Joe Hills as Icarus. I'm sure that the other people did a good job too, but we didn't get to hear them. Welcome to, or thanks to Help Network, Julia, Robert, and Lexington as well. We got the translators here. I didn't experience the French translation by Thibault Ortega, but I'm sure it's great, as well as the Italian by Simone Roberto, the German by Henrik Kupsch, Spanish by Andre Munan, the Greek by Georgios Tsakios, Korean by Sung-Young Kim, Polish by Elizabeta Gudza. I missed it. Sorry. One day maybe I'll play this game in Polish. That'd be fun. We got language quality assurance as well by additional teams. I didn't get to experience your work, but I'm sure that the folks out there who did enjoyed it. So great job, Monika Pirowarczyk, Marta Nispodzowani in Poland. Good job. I love all these little illustrations of the gods and the stars here. We had music production, Erin Yvette as Scylla, Ashley Barrett as Roxy, Judy Ellis Lee as Jetty, Ashley Barrett and Judy Ellis Lee, Colin Ryan, Lewis Cole, Sam Gendel, Kristen Nagus, Josh Plotner, Paul Ferregas, then the orchestra. Great job, Austin, Kristen, Amy, Isabel, London, Jake, Christopher, Steve, Matt, Kevin, Mike, Susie, Dallas, Shireen, Stephen, Jill, and Ann. And then they acknowledge many friends and family. I'm going to take a moment here to shout out everybody who joined me for any of these Hades streams. These voice acting streams have been a great opportunity for me to practice and level up my skills at both cold reading and at intentional voice acting preparation in terms of the different voices, taking notes on the voices. Y'all supporting me as I try to expand my skill set as an entertainer has been really meaningful to me and really helpful. And let's see, they have even more special thanks. I wonder if anyone I know is on that list, like Asuma. Nope. But good job there, Ann Wicks. Then they've got their community contributors, their Discord moderators, mod community liaisons, beta testers. Oh, that reminds me. I need to put I need to put my staff on an outgoing title card for my episodes. I said that out loud, but then I never wrote it down. Morning, Comic Sans. Morning, Sandralyn. Morning, NJ. Yeah, we're very close to the end. Supergiant Games salutes a bunch of people. I am not going to salute back because, I'll salute back. There's no justification for being rude. Thus was Hades, feared ruler of the dead, restored to his rightful throne, alongside splendorous Persephone the queen.
The attacks upon Olympus finally ceased, and ever since the gods governed our world with newfound care. As for the princess of the dead, Melinoe, she stayed in steady touch with her family from the dark comfort of the shadows that had long since been her home. And she and the Silver Sisters kept their secret vigil over all the realms forevermore.
May it all turn out that way in time, Homer. Though we're not there yet, especially not with the Fates still missing. We've achieved something important, but more is to be done. Task complete! I said we're not finished!
So, am I in my tent? So I have a huge... Let's confide in Chronos.
Don't think I forgot about you, little one. We really did it, didn't we?
Hey, so what exactly happened around here? Did you complete your big important task? Because that's what I'm hearing from the other shades.
Well, for the most part, yes. My family is back. My mother and father are restored to the underworld throne, and my brother's back too. But we have many details to sort out. And the Titan Chronos is going to be assisting us with that.
The Titan you said you were going to slay this whole time, assisting us.
Hate to say it, Mel, but it sounds to me like you totally blew it. At least the Titan part. He's no longer himself, or rather, no longer the way he used to be, and we'll be closely watching him.
Sure. So then, congratulations are in order, basically?
Well, if you like.
I do. Can you say congratulations, Mel?
Congratulations, Mel.
So I bet our faded list has something on it. Nope. I thought maybe, I don't know, defeating Chronos with memories would do that, but I guess not. Well, we got some people to talk to. Let's go ahead and see. We got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's from QDL, Queen Dark Lady, who says, you can call me Hecate because I'm the headmistress now. Tilt that head. Oh, because, yeah, that makes sense. Bossing around, rotating my head would indeed make you the headmistress. That's going to call us, or that's going to rotate us to 30 degrees angular. Thank you, Queen Dark Hecate. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat if anybody else would like to support the arts and my work in particular. Okay. Before we forget, we're going to have a bunch of people to talk to. Let's buy our nectar and sell our fish and our gemstones. Okay. 9 wiles, jeez. Nothing new at the cauldron. Let's talk to Moros. Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what I would consider to be hope.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus to ruin.
Doom averted. We children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus. You have our deepest gratitude, certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
I suppose I gotta go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon.
Say it isn't so trouble. This Chronos stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits, and he and Nyx just let everybody off? What did you do to him? Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, causing in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern? My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again. Ugh. Have you met our families, Eris? It's never that simple. It better not be, or I'll never forgive you. Looks like we unlocked some new music here. Into Tartarus and thrashing into Tartarus. Real quick, we got another tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's from Blanca, tipping 12. Thank you very much, Blanca. We're going to go ahead now and rotate the camera another 12 degrees angular. Bringing us up to 42 here on our abacus. La da da da. Appreciate it, Blanca. Okay, so now let's go talk to Nem. Finally back from your father's house. Was Hecate all right after the Titan got her? I ought to have taken guard duty more seriously and won't forgive myself is all. Headmistress would only want you to learn from it. I half wonder if she let herself be taken just to get closer to our mark. Perhaps go speak with her. Yeah. And what of Chronos? Heard he isn't really dead and gone. How come everybody's cheering for you then? He's dead and gone in the sense that we have neutralized the threat he posed. I now shall have to grow accustomed to having him as a grandfather, rather than a hated foe. Don't see why he can't be both. This was never part of the task, and not like you to stray from the objective. We sure this supposedly neutralized Titan of Time is to be trusted? Headmistress sealed his strongest powers just in case. At any rate, we did it, Nem! Then how come you look like you're heading out again? Heard there's still some more, time-related business to sort out. Well, yes, but... Then we're not done. Huh. Let's plant some plants. Is Daedalus here? There is a story node. The sun and moon, two sides forming a whole, a new-found symbol of the union twixt Olympus and the underworld, and a gift to the crossroads from the gods themselves. Lord Hephaestus must have crafted this himself. Generously provided by Apollo and Artemis. Welcome, Worse for Wear. We have still asleep. We have just convinced Chronos to work with us and seen the end credits. So we're about to find out what the post game is like. My memories of you from that potential past I experienced in the House of Hades. You were so different, Lord Hypnos. Who are you, truly? How can I finally get through to you? Not a care in the world. You found a path to victory and got us there. Wouldn't have been much of a plan if it didn't leave room to improvise. Of course, our plan now also has this other phase as a result. Cleaning up after Chronos. We all thought I would get rid of him, but I found another way. One I think shall leave my family better off, if not the rest of the world eventually. I well and truly understand, Goddess, and do believe your choice was wise. As for what's next, everything is ready for you to proceed, if and when you are. Eliminating real possibilities that we could have failed, ensuring time flows freely forth, as Chronos puts it. I don't quite know what to expect, but the change we're fighting for won't happen overnight. What do you make of it?
My personal opinion is that it doesn't hurt to try. To the extent you've other matters to resolve, consider it an opportunity to do so, and will always be anticipating your return.
Then let's give it a go.
So, let's see what we got over here. Green Hand of Gaia. So we still don't have the 2 Stardust we need to bring back Dora's memories. And we still need whatever Soot is for Hypno. We still need more bounties of the infant. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we still need 6 more S scales. Yeah, well.
How are you faring lately, Headmistress? You've been, well, more reserved than I expected since the House of Hades. You said we'd speak more later.
How soon later turns to now? Look, Melanoe, I ought to be in a more celebratory mood, given what you finally achieved. I am, above all, very proud of you. But being back at the house awakened memories that ought remain dormant.
Even though you got to see Mother and Father again? And Nyx! They were so grateful to you. I could tell. I am so grateful to you. Things may not have gone precisely as we planned, but the result is what we saw, isn't it?
You refer to Chronos. I longed to see that wretch destroyed. My heart remains poisoned by the thought. I am attempting to draw the poison out still. Do give me time.
I remember you once told me that destroying Chronos would not change the past, and that the pain would linger.
And I was probably correct. Yet we cannot help but reassess the turns our lives take, through our own choices and otherwise. Anyhow, are you prepared to carry on?
Nearly so. Retracing my steps should be interesting.
Of that I have no doubt. Okay, so we've done all we can in here.
All right, time to put Grandfather's theories to the test. Only question is where to begin.
We have to regroup with Chronos both above and below. Hey, apparently we've unlocked something new from Dora here. Decora. Arcana Fatebound. Set of 4 alternative themes featuring symbols sacred to the Hades line. I don't think I bought any of these because they didn't really seem all that great. We can buy Skalemos a new dais, but now the thing is, are these entirely different sets of cards? Wait, does this change the art on the front of the cards?
May the Arcana always remind me of my heritage.
Yeah, but what else? Wait, if that's so... Hold on. I thought it was changing the backs of the cards. Hold on, how do we... We have a bunch of these. Yeah, oh, it is just changing the backs. Okay. I mean, I kind of like the basic backs pretty well. Because when do we... Oh, I guess... Can you change the themes differently for each set? Oh, because right now we're only using one set of cards.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I see the value. Let's see, we got some new chaos things. The Trial of Blood. Like a quick build, says Suzuku. That makes sense.
The rousing tales of your great accomplishment preceded you, young one, and I am here to heap still further praise. Great job back there with all that Chronos stuff.
Thank you very much, Commander. Though, what are you still doing here? I kept expecting you returned to your honorary post at the house, but eventually I had to depart.
Well, you are not exactly done with everything, are you? I see you eyeballing the gateways out. Wondering what's gonna happen now. So as long as you're here, so am I!
So then you're sworn to us? To me?
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so keeping that... Your attack, sprint, and move speeds are faster. You start with Skyfall, a forbidden hex that inflicts shine. You have Omega Boost, which lets you produce Night Spawn after you activate it. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we have enough cinders and adamant that, to some degree, we might as well just level that up, but... Omega Boost. Or Skyfall. Let's try the aspect of Saloon. Awaken hidden power. Yeah, let's level that up 50. Okay, so... Yeah, that 90 takes a while to reach. Okay, yeah, that's the Skyfall thing.
Didn't even hit.
Okay. Everyone at ease. So, we can reduce the grasp of our Arcana there, and also take on 2 from Fangs, because I don't think we've gotten that crazy annoying Fangs thing that I've been trying to get. You can also take Rivals and do the bonus Hecate, but that's really hard. I feel like maybe I should practice that bonus Hecate fight anyway. Okay. So let's go see what the post game looks like, y'all. We now have enough to earn some Nightmare. We've got... Do we want the pet? So this is the one that gives us the bonus critical chance and more likely to find digging outcroppings. We do need more digging for the S scales and the adamant, so. Let's see what happens. For my family. I know not what you did to Chronos, niece, but he is no longer himself, practically groveling for mercy here, and asking our aid to ensure time flows freely force or some such drivel. Is this why you plan to retrace your steps? Sure. Epic Storm Ring sounds good. Hey, Rocky. Looks valuable. La-da-da. La-da-da. Gods. Okay, Apollo would welcome an offering of nectar. Well, let's give it to him. Dear cousin, you must have nectar in no short supply, but I know that the depth of the sentiment is what distinguishes one bottle from the next. So please accept this one. It should be good. I'm an Olympian. I'm used to glad-handers and sycophants. Everybody wants our favor, right? And I can smile and nod better than anyone, even father. Yet with you, well, if only we had more chances to talk than trade in courtesies. It was a joy and an honor to accompany you to the crossroads on Celine's silver chariot, cousin. The ballad Artemis and I performed, that's the first we jointly composed. We don't always get along, but you inspired us. Yeah, your attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Nova Strike. Yeah, let's try that. Not Moonlight, that's for sure. Max life up. Speaking of max life. Okay, well, we have to go talk to Chaos, because, you know, we don't know what's going on. Why not? I mean, we don't know what's going on with Chaos. I'm sure he wants to weigh in on what we've done with Chronos here. I sensed upheaval in the earth, the likes of which I could not... Sorry. I sensed upheaval in the earth, the likes of which I have not felt before. The tenor of it more than the intensity. Something transpired in your father's residence, and Chronos vacated. Why would he take an action such as that? Respond. Respectfully, Almighty Chaos, Chronos has had quite a change of heart. I found my brother Zagreus, who aided me in bringing it about. Our grandfather conceded in his war against Olympus, and now seeks to make amends. An interesting change. The absence of details raises many different questions, which I shall explore. The outcome that you sought has been achieved, yet you seem to pursue it even still. My mark, therefore, remains available to you. For the next 3 encounters, you take additional 104 damage. Afterwards, your specials deal plus 104 damage. Yeah, that seems pretty good. We just need to not take any damage in this upcoming mini-boss fight. Death defied! Almost had him. You really did it, gorgeous. That ugly monster's finally gone. I never could tell if he even had a heart, as there was not a trace of love in him at all. Only the worst intentions and desires.
So much for those. Specials deal more damage to nearby foes. Yeah. I feel like specials doing a lot more damage on the whole is going to be helpful. And it's the hunt begins. I'm not sure if maybe that's a bad choice for the particular weapon, because these missiles, though, I end up using them a lot just on stuff near me regardless. Cool, a fountain. Okay. This is a shop that we can't afford. So let's take the nectar. The hunt is on. Got him. Nova Strike +1. The deed is done! Or should I say, the task is finally complete. But you're right back to work. Yes, well, call it a habit or an opportunity to check up on some things. And thank you, Artemis. I won't forget the flight of the Silver Sisters. Apollo just had to come along, though I won't soon forget it either. Not felt a victory like that in ages. Wait, why are we still fighting? To destroy every last trace of the threat we faced, apparently. So I still need you around as much as ever. You mean we get to keep this up, and I will have as much target practice as I want? Okay. Support fire. After you hit with your attacks or specials, fire a seeking arrow. I love support fire. Okay. Double boon room. I think we're going to risk angering Apollo here. What do you desire? Passion Rust. Crushing. Get a chance to dodge for each air you have. Ooh, we want that one. Apollo grew displeased. I have a reputation to live up to. I can't just let you brush me off like some pathetic commoner with nothing but a prayer. Nothing personal, cousin. The boom from chaos just took hold. Okay, so our special should do double damage now. Relationships do go stronger through adversity, so ours must have grown a little stronger there. Your attacks may inflict daze. That's what I wanted. And we got somebody who can teach a dance to. Come on, Shady, do the melon note. Everybody's dancing with both hands now. Come on, Shady, do the melon note. Wispy Wiles upgraded. Oh, okay, so we're up to 8% infused dodge chance. That's feeling pretty good. Okay, well, this is a fancy room. We got a little shop here.
Fateful twist. Let's roll those dice. Chimera jerky. What does that do? Specials deal more damage. Yay! You already got a thing that upgrades specials. What's this one? Slay foes without getting hit. Did we do it? I think we did it. I proved myself this time. Okay, coins are a Demeter boon. Demeter boon. Grandmother. Oh, what have you done? The Titan Chronos ought to have been destroyed, not taken in. The rot in his very soul. The rot is in his very soul and cannot be removed. But my daughter, she sent word that she is well, and oh, what am I to do with all of this? You prime mana. After remaining inactive, rapidly store mana. None of these are air elementals. Let's take the sprint form's a gust is helpful. Okay, moon or shop. Let's go shopping. We are victorious indeed, my lord, and thanks in no small part to all you have done. I trust that Nyx has already visited with you. But what of all the gold that remains? Then you shall have it. Okay, we're gonna buy the Z spoon. Hear me on my authority. Air quality. When you have at least 5 mana, you can never deal less damage than the limit. That min damage per hit is going to coalesce with our arrows from Artemis and basically have them doing 250% damage. So, yes. Air quality. Now, we need one more thing before we can activate that. Because it's a winter break though, not winter break, a snow day, I need to go check. I've been streaming for a little while. Before we do this next boss, I need to get up and check on my kid, make sure all is well, and I will BRB. Hydration break sign up and mute. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. Okay, just as a reminder before we face this boss, if anybody would like to tip, we're doing rotational tips. If you're watching in the VOD, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube chat for you as well. Although I will not be able to thank you during the stream if you're tipping during the VOD. We're at 42 degrees angular right now. The aspect of Selene. Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while. My training shall never be complete, isn't that right? Although it's odd to think that following my prior steps to Tartarus shall help me maintain the proper course of time. Whether we truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen,
but we can at least maintain ourselves. Dang it. Who was that one? Well, we can at least summon Athena if we get enough. If we can survive this fight, we can at least summon Athena cursed. Nope, not that one. Satisfactory. Gladiator says, Joe, do you prefer Hades 1 or Hades 2? Honestly, I like them both a lot. I don't know if I have a favorite. I'm having a lot of fun with Hades 2, but I think I'll definitely go back and play Hades 1 at some point. You used your last remaining moments very well. May you fare well below. There it is. The Huntress, the Champions, the Boatman, and the Swift Runner. The Messenger and the Unseen. Okay. Retracing my past steps. Okay, so we're gonna grab the Athena boon now. Now, let's just head out, I guess. Heading in. Okay, if we can kill Scylla and the Sirens, then at least my feet are clean. Find an invention. We have achieved a monumental victory, cousin. Although the annihilation of one's enemies can be a serviceable outcome in war, surrender often is preferred. I trust the others have expressed their gratitude. Yes, of course, and congratulations to you all, Lady Athena. My only regret is that this siege cannot immediately cease, given what is left to be done. Abandon that regret, for the rabble that still plagues Olympus is nothing. As for Prometheus, though I am skeptical about his role in this new strategy, I have persuaded Father to go along with it, for now. Okay. I think we want one of the ones that gives us our Death Defiance back, right? So even though these are all really good, defensive posture is pretty great. I think we want renew all spent use of Death Defiances now and improve their potency. Yup, that puts us back in the game. Rocky, go! Da-da-da. Beware out there. Okay, Palm, Zeus, or... Okay, we need to get that additional air to trigger the Zeus boon.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Your lightning bolt may strike 2 times. Well, that seems pretty good. Now that upgrades our Wispy Wiles and our arc quality. Okay. I think we need to go. We need to go seek chaos because of the story stuff. Plus, look, there's rocks. Da da da.
A gift from the earth.
Your meetings with the Titan Chronos set in motion many series of events, resulting in the liberation of the goddess Nyx. That is an outcome I had sought. So, for this daughter of mine, I shall give you gratitude. Okay, these are all rares. For the next 3 encounters, take more damage, but you channel Omega moves faster. For next 4 encounters, every time you dash, you lose 20 mana. Afterwards, boons have a chance to be rare or better. Well, we're not on a mana-heavy situation right now, but I think we might already have a card that does that. No, we have the Duo Boon one. 10% chance to include Epic Blessings. Plus 50% chance to include Legendary or at least Rare Blessings. So, I'm not sure if Neurotic Favor is actually going to help us on top of all what we already have. This plus 11 health whenever you exit a location isn't terrible, though. The one fewer blessing to choose from sucks. But I think we take it. It's not going to kill the run. And we just got to favor places with boons. Oh, God, but I want that hammer. Going for the hammer. If we can get the thing that auto-fires the special when we attack, that is my favorite. Where's that guy? Your attacks have plus 10 power and deal damage in a larger area. Your attacks are faster. Your specials gain plus 5 power for up to 5 consecutive hits to the same foe. I feel like faster lets us shoot more of those arrows that do the plus 50 damage. So let's take rapid frame.
Everybody's doing a funky dance now. Come on, Shady, do the melano. Hey, everybody's holding up both their hands now. Come on, Shady, do the melano.
Okay, I hate the mini bosses in here, but we really... Uh-oh.
At last, a worthy opponent.
That one wasn't that bad because we were getting a lot of damage. Our output on damage is amazing with those arrows. Okay. Lightning Lance, hold cast to aim where the binding circle appears. I don't really like that one. Let me look at Zeus's offerings and see if either of these... what don't we have from Zeus? Is there any...
It looks like Visceral Impact and Divine Vengeance are not something we already have. And we haven't seen Ares at all this run. So in general, just taking anything with an air elemental is likely to help us. Do we want to waste our reroll on this? The thing is, I don't like the Aether font or the Lightning Lance. Thunder Rush. Yeah, that's good. Whenever you use mana, a random surrounding foe is struck by lightning. The bolt damage says... Oh. Yeah, let's take Power Surge. Wispy Wiles upgraded. Up to 12 infused dodge chance. Oh boy, we're making a mess. We should probably go. Just stay out of my way, huh? Can't hardly stand all this water and the singing, but this has to be done. Wow, we're taking a lot of damage there. Taking a lot of damage. We've slayed a lot more than Nemesis at this point, so... Winner! Knew you weren't finished, and you know what? Neither am I. Whatever it is you're doing now, I'm not being left out. Sure! Just have a chat with Headmistress or Grandfather Chronos, and they'll fill you in on everything we're up to now. Right. Meantime, anybody else? I'm just out to stretch my legs and keep my sword arm in top form. Whatever you say. Where did those coins go? Did they go right in our inventory? Earn up to 100 more coins. Yeah, let's do it. $95. Not bad. Okay. Let's take the ash for the extra health, I guess. Okay. Anything of note in here? Some pottery. Okay. Free Demeter boon or a shop. Well, since we need health, hopefully the shop has a snack. It does not, of course. So expensive Demeter boon plus a palm. Let's get the palm first. Day's chance up is going to be the most helpful to us. Olympus, I accept this message. While standing in a gust, you randomly fire gales. Okay. That could be helpful. Moonlight, guide us. Okay, we gotta beat Scylla and the Sirens in order to get the Nightmare from this run. If anybody is enjoying the show, just as a reminder, this is a viewer-supported stream and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Hey, maybe now, lady. Maybe you know, lady. Whatever happened to Mr. Chronos? Lately he stopped answering our calls. He's probably just taking a little break. You could say that. Lord Hades has returned as rightful ruler of the underworld, which means Chronos can now attend to other matters. He'll likely get back to you. What are you, his personal assistant? Of course he's getting back to us. And if he's paying no attention to what happens to our venue in the meantime, even better.
All you, Roxy.
Whew. That's our show. Sirens vanquished. That was awkward. Testament acted. The will of night is done. Okay.
So we gained a nightmare for upgrading weapons, some gems for upgrading camp. Okay. So, do we have any common boons that we might want to upgrade using the fountain boost? So, a single encounter in 2 regions may be blissfully free from foes for the rest of this night. Well, that's one that's going to be worth leveling up, probably. Let's maybe, yeah, let's try carrying that around and ranking that up. Mega moves deal more damage. None of these are amazing.
Back to the fields then. Out here in the fields. With my bird I can feel. We're gonna go and hit some things with some beaks now.
Let's see, is there a new, like, looking out text?
Come on, Mel. What are you waiting for?
I think that's the standard. Okay, we've got 6 rerolls from those dice we grabbed. Hermes boon and magic sounds good, though.
Tell me, tree, grow golden once again. Point me toward my hermetic friend.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage output. I'd say I can't believe you did it, Em, but that would mean I didn't think you could, but I did, so I won't. But I will say cheers for everything. I know we might not be so completely done, but the pressure's off now. Good. Man, I would have taken Tall Order. Because we're close on the air. Hard target. Most foes' range shots are slower. Well, plus that'll give us the extra air for the Whimsy dodge. Wispy Wilds dodge, upgraded to 14% dodge chance. Demeter boss boon. Yeah, okay, so I think we go for the Demeter boss boon. The bosses can suck, but coins and palm aren't really that amazing.
I'll have to do this again. Fetch that, please, Rocky.
Aid from Olympus can take many different forms, as not all of us are suitably prepared or even built to face significant ordeals. Take, for instance, Fairest Aphrodite over here. Oh, Lady Demeter, you know that's patently untrue. I may be more a lover than a fighter, but that doesn't mean I won't mangle the faces of our foes if that's what it takes to get them to back off. Now, why don't we show your granddaughter how well we get along?
Hearty appetite. Deal more damage with your weapon the more health you have. That's not bad. Bonus damage for 100 life. 10%. So we need a lot more max health to really push that one. But okay, it looks like it's Echo next. Okay, it looks like our Chaos Boon is restored. So now we're going to get that 11 health when we exit a location. You'll love to see it. Echo, Echo, Echo! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! The House of Hades is restored. The Underworld King and Queen won't let this place languish as it has. In time, I'm certain it shall be better here for everyone. Better here for everyone. For everyone. For everyone. Yes, but for right now, I may continue passing through, much like before. I have to visit Tartarus to ensure everything's all right. Everything's all right. All right. All right. Manifest a copy of most recently claimed reward, Boon of Demeter. Dodge, evade, evade, evade. Gain plus 60% dodge chance, but lose 2% each time you dodge. The thing is, we've got a 14% dodge chance now, so part of me is like, let's just keep compounding this. But hold on. Gain plus 60% health and mana based on their current limits. But lose 5% of this after each location. So that's going to last 12 encounters. But in the short term, it'll give me a huge attack boost. I think an extra Boon of Demeter might have the most staying power. So we're going to take reward, reward, reward. For me, you're sure? In the name of Hades. Whenever you clear enough encounters, a random boon you have gains rarity. That's good if you get it early, but honestly, sometimes just upgrading a certain boon to heroic can make a huge difference. Yeah, let's take steady growth. We've got at least 10 more encounters, probably. You can do it, Mel. Do it, Mel. Do it, Mel. Okay. Aphrodite Boon, Coin, and Palm, or Hammer, Heart, and Magic. If we can get the thing that automatically... Anything that increases our fire speed is going to really help us. Whoa. Nova Strike +1. Hey, there's our magic trade we wanted. Flourish. Okay, we're going to the hammer first. Ooh, although there is a baby heart. Baby heart, do 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 do. Baby heart, do 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 do. Baby heart, do 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 do. Baby heart. Hammer time! And now my claim! We can't re-roll this. None of these are incredible, but Your attacks have plus 10 power and deal damage in a larger area. The larger area, I think, is what's gonna be what pays off here. Your specials gain plus 5 power for consecutive hits to the same foe. That's not really that huge for us right now. My silver shines. Big leaf kicked in. Take a load off. Fig leaf. Oh, it does a record scratch for the fig leaf canceling. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty good. Okay, if we can get our max life to 200, we'll get that plus 20% damage boost. Is that a fish? Oh no, it's a shade. Don't be frightened. Everybody's doing a shady dance now. Come on, Funky, do the melon note. Okay, coins or free Apollo boon. We don't really... If they have armor or a palm, that could be worth it. Yeah. Olympus, I accept this message. When you have at least 80%, your damage output is doubled. Spiritual affirmation. Gain additional magic now and for the rest of the night. That is actually going to help us with the attack boost. And it's a wind elemental, so it'll help us with our Wispy Wild. So let's look at a couple boons real quick. Wispy Wild's up to 16% dodge chance. Okay. You know, if there had been a moon here, that would have been nice too. Okay. Your sprint forms a gust around you that lingers after you stop. Gust area damage, 4 to 6. Honestly, I'm not sure how... Because we've got the minimum damage thing. Let's take the Flutter Flourish. Because we need something that's going to blow out the minimum damage. Okay. Time to go see our doggo. Farewell, Lord Sharon. You're getting to roam free, aren't you? I know you don't like cleanings, but it's time. You get out of here. Back in that slowness thing. Slow motion is the worst in this. You can't get behind him because of that. There we go. I'd say we have sufficiently retraced our steps. Ensuring time flows freely forth apparently requires cleaning up the mired hound of hell. Beast soothed. Return now to your master and abode. Centaur, Origination, Wayward Son, and Eternity. Nice. I really wish the little figurine of the bird would transform too with the new skin. I love the cardinal skin for the bird, but it's kind of... Use the fountain. Oh yeah. Okay. We like using the knuckle bones on Chronos. He loses 15% of health, and I take 10% less damage from him. That's always helpful with the additional dodge and stuff. I kind of want to take a cheeky experimental hammer, though, and see if we can get the thing that automatically fires specials sometimes mixed in with the other stuff. Because that would really help with our damage output, but him losing 15% of his health, that's huge. Next Path of Stars gives you a bonus. We have not upgraded our Path of Stars at all, which is a thing. We don't even know exactly. We don't even know if we're going to have to fight Chronos. So, yeah, I think we're going with the hammer. Counter barrage gained. Okay, what does counter barrage do? After blocking with your Omega attack, your special auto fires 5 shots. I don't even use the okay. So that was the worst possible outcome there. None of these are ones we want to seal. Your Omega moves deal plus 50% damage. Nah, I think we're going. Unseal! No renovations here. Chronos and his wheels of change. Ever-shifting chambers realign. Express route reset. I'm in, like crash override. Who reconfigured Tartarus? Oh, is it you, daughter? Frigid Rush rarefied. Carefully. Okay, any fishing to be done? Doesn't look like it. Fig leaf expired. Cheers, Dionysus, sir. So we didn't have to fight through this room, but we don't get anything from it. That's fine. What up, windbag? Who's left? Triple palms. That's actually a pretty. Oh, it's a big jump because it's 3 of these. Your attacks deal more damage to foes in a larger area. I mean, that's pretty good. I feel like we already have something from Chaos that lets our specials do a lot. So bumping those up to 260. Well, that's the close-up damage only. This is all okay. All right. Hey, let's go fishing. Mine! I caught a goldfish. Okay. A mini boss with Aphrodite, or we can re-roll. Mini boss with Demeter. I was kind of hoping for a Zeus one. Apollo. Fine. Ugh, that's stench. You can upgrade the solar ring. After you take damage, automatically damage and daze all foes. Your attack has a chance to hit 2 times. That double strike attack chance is actually not terrible because that would fire additional arrows. The plus 10% isn't great, but it's a 10% chance to do 100 extra damage. Or to do 50 extra damage. So that's basically 5 extra damage every time. Light Smite, so daze, the thing about dazing, or these ones, is I'm trying to avoid getting hit. Solar Ring would replace the boon we currently have for rings. I like the one we have. Storm Ring's already pretty good. Now we do have 4 rerolls, so maybe we look at rerolling here. Is there anything we don't have that we're close to? Oh boy. Yeah, no, none of those are. I think Extra Dose is actually the one for us here. Wispy Wild's upgraded as well because that's a air infused. So we're up to 18% dodge chance. Unless we run directly into a trap that stops us. Okay. An angry Zeus and Apollo room. Here we go. This is fun. Let's go anger Apollo. Family dispute. So we're going to take the boon from Zeus and hopefully get something that does chain lightning. Your strikes emit chain lightning. But yeah, that's the one we wanted. Apollo grew displeased. Perhaps someday we'll be able to resolve our differences more sensibly. Look, we're the gods and we're a family, damn it! Where are the remaining guys here? Except, this is my father's realm. Well, so much for that, lot. May my blessing serve you better than them. When you have at least 3... Oh, whenever your cast expire, restore magic. That's a pretty good one. And it's air, so that'll upgrade our Wispy Wiles once again. Our Wispy Wiles is now at plus 22% infused dodge chance. Okay. Dang it. Power Surge rarefied. Which one was Power Surge? Bolt. Oh, well, that one we didn't really need more damage from because of the minimum from the other thing, but whatever. Enough of that. Okay, anything of value in here? Oh, that's not moss. We can't harvest it. Okay, only the one exit, so here we go. There's something. Quick stretch before we compel. Join me. Everybody's doing a funky dance now. Come on, Shady, do the melon note. Hey, see you in the crossroads. Okay, looks like there's only one exit, and it's helpfully labeled 1. So here we go. More steps to be retraced. Okay, so I guess that just leaves the main exit into the shops. Whew! We didn't get to see Lord Hades this time. The House of Hades. So renovations have made it this far. Welcome back, Lord Sharon. Just in time. Okay, so there's Chronos there. I'm guessing when we talk to him, it's going to start the fight. As much fun as it would be to stack some additional boons on here, I feel like... How many of these cards do we have right now? 5. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to buy the Death Defiance and the Hermes boon. Because Hermes has some fun boons. How long do you think it's going to take to do away with all the Chronos gold? Another age or 2? Not that you're slow, mind. More that he minted an awful lot of coins right quick. Your chance-based effects are more likely to occur except for dodge or daze. You can dash more frequently. Whenever you slay a foe, deal more damage with your weapon for the next 45 seconds. I feel like we maybe re-roll these. Because I wouldn't mind Tall Order. Or Paid Dues. Your attack, special, and cast are faster. That's actually a good one. Yeah, we'll take it. And I guess we'll spend this extra 100 just to get rid of the gold. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to have to make us fight or how this is going to go down. But we are outside the House of Hades, and there's clear construction work underway. Hey, and some of the water's back, actually. Look. That's something. Moonlight guide you. Good. You are here at last. Now that you've faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time, such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready? No, not yet. What shall happen if I prevail, let alone fail? Are you certain any of this shall even work? Well, I am relatively certain, yes. The visions I can conjure up of Asphodel, the principle of this is much the same, and you have likewise demonstrated aptitude at breaking free of temporal restraints. So I'm to enter the house exactly as before, and deal with the remnant Chronos as I have in the past, and then you shall do the rest? Exactly so. First I shall create a shift whilst you enter, then you do as you must with the wrong-headed version of me in there. We shall be rid of the mere possibility of him. All right, then. Off I go. Dive, dive, dive. Farewell. Whoa, worked. You again.
Insolent girl, I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance. This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You are an aberration and should not even exist. Not here, not like this. If I may interrupt, greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this might be quite difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct. Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here. What is this foolishness, this mockery? You would confound me with cheap illusion whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Be gone. Hold it. Ah, dang it, I went back in the sand. Ridiculous. I felt that. Gotta be in the circle. I have more guests I'd like for you to meet. Death to 5. These guys will heal it if we're not careful and aggressive. Whoa! I was not in the right circle there. Uh-oh. Gah, again. But I thought none could possibly resist the ravages of time. How can you? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. May time flow freely forth. What? I feel most odd. Whew. Clear time 21:57. Used 4 nightmare or 4 testament things. Most damage inflicted was with the attacks. The support fire did 36,000 damage. Cast did 44,000 damage. Dash strike 42,000. Special 31,000. Most damage suffered was from Chronos, followed by Hecate, followed by Tempest, followed by Master Slicer, followed by Chaos. Okay. So that's a pretty good run. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Nothing but sand. A vision of the House of Hades, overtaken by the Titan of Time, one possibility that could have come to pass had not the princess just eradicated him. I can get used to this. Thus did Melinoe, the unseen princess of the underworld, prevent the very possibility that time could turn so cruelly against the gods again. At least one possibility, of which there may be many, many more, for time flows like a river, and its passage and currents take strange turns. The princess never did see the House of Hades again. Not on this night, at least. But it is still entirely a mess from all the Titan wrought, so she did not miss much. Return to Shadow now. Time flows freely forth. Whew. Neko says, what's your favorite weapon or aspect? I like Lim and Oros a lot, but I also like the lanterns and the staff. That's one fewer possibility we wanted to deal with again. So, Dora, got a new picture there, I see. That from your mama and papa? Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up. It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. We'll all be seeing them around, I think. Oof, can you say harsh? Harsh! How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid. They did want me to stay. It's just, my home is here. They're my family, but so is this. What? Have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too. That's why you're staying? Sure, if you're up for it. Oh, all right. I guess not. I guess why not? Okay, so we made it back to the crossroads, where we have a new ability here, returning to a real possibility. Reminisce at the Fountain of the Dead to return to an earlier point in your journey if you wish. Huh. That's interesting. We need some stardust for a few things now. And we also need to climb Olympus to complete that part of the quest. But let's talk to Hecate right now. So, is it working out thus far, this change of plan, as our tactician would say? Should you even see the slightest trace of the old Chronos, do notify me at once. Grandfather appeared where and when we discussed. His claims about these remnant possibilities out of time appear to be accurate. Shall we continue? We may as well see where it leads. Also, I wish to thank you for your concern for me before, and express my gratitude that you decided to remain with us. I was angry with your decision at first, but no longer. It was not a difficult decision for me, headmistress. It would have been harder had I realized it might anger you. I've been to both the Palace of Zeus and the House of Hades, and neither has a cauldron or soft earth beneath my feet. I understand only too well, Melinoe, and I would have chosen the same, except I thought you'd have been the wiser. Now you are stuck here, another lost soul in the crossroads twixt heaven and hell. But I'm not lost. I'm where I wish to be. Trust deepened. Okay. I don't know that we have any, yeah, we're out of drinks at the moment to offer. We can go ahead and buy some. Let's go ahead and do last call for tips. We're going to talk to anybody else who still wants to be talked to before we end the stream and the VOD. Jurino says, wait, what happened? About what? What happened with what? A double Chronos happened. Okay, so we got 2 Nightmare there. Does Hades have a good story? I really like it. I am very pleased by the story. I think it's a very fun game to play. It's a beautiful game. There's good music. But the story, I think, is what gives it replayability. There's so much. The game loop is relatively simple, but what makes it worth playing is the progress you make not only with your character's abilities, but also with the relationships and the story progression. It's definitely a very story-heavy game. Has anyone ever told you you look a bit like your mother, Nemesis? Having met her, I can see the resemblance. In fact, when I first saw her, well, anyway. No, finish that thought. When you first saw her, you what?
When I first saw her, I was taken aback by her appearance, in a positive way. She was like if you wore an elegant gown and gave your brow muscles a rest.
Was your idea of a compliment? Nobody wants to look like their mother. Don't look anything like mine anyway, except maybe the hair.
Lady Demeter says I look just like my mother, which I thought was very kind of her. Queen Persephone is striking.
Think she and Nyx get on as well as we do?
They couldn't possibly.
Okay, let's go harvest our crops real quick too. And replant everything before we do anything that might accidentally spend some time without the replant. Okay. Yeah, let's plant whatever takes longest. Okay.
Everything's proceeding as expected in the new phase of your task thus far, goddess. Stretching the definition of expected, perhaps, as this is new territory for us all. It's an unusual assignment, ensuring time flows freely. If done correctly, everything will seem as before. And even if not, there's no guarantee anything will go wrong. Well, that makes this sound more familiar than I thought. Life in all its uncertainties. Anyway, we're watching Chronos and ensuring that your route remains intact. I'll make the most of it. Thank you!
Should we just do this Green Hand of Gaia thing because we can afford it? Ugh. It'll make that listing go away. And it might unlock something else later.
Kataskin ASCII, this incantation is nasty? No, I think it's actually pretty good.
Okay. So we're going to need scale shades. We need adamant. We need stardust. Okay. So we can offer Hecate and Ambrosia. But let's talk to everybody else first. Another victory within the depths of Tartarus. Except now, your flight requires you to transcend space and time, with assistance from your grandfather, of course. True.
True! As far as I can understand, Lord Moros, Head Mistress notified you of these new details then. You don't sound terribly surprised.
I assure you that my inability to sound terribly surprised does not prevent my feeling so. You have many such battles left to fight.
Whenever time permits.
Ooh, who's this down here? Oh, Artemis.
I'll admit it. Apollo had a lot to do with this one, but I still like it, and it reminds me of how we all got to soar together through the sky. Join me a bit? Together now. The moments yet to come belong. I should actually learn these songs so I can sing them with her.
People are cheering. Okay. So according to our record keeper here, we've had a pretty good set of runs. What does that 10 times and dynamic duos bit mean? Maybe that means like a fate that I
Or it's like a title, Death Defier. Is talking to the record keeper? No. Unclear. Okay. Okay, aspect of Circe with the psychic leash, we can now upgrade to rank 5. This is a good one to take to the top of Olympus.
Hey, look, I know we kind of had a little spat last time, and I don't want things going sideways with you here, so let me give it to you straight.
Very well, Commander. You always have my full attention.
The thing is, kiddo, and it's something that could get me into a lot of trouble, not only do I not want to, but I'm not even supposed to tell you what you want to know.
And I suppose you can't tell me why not. Is somebody coercing you to keep me ignorant?
Look, just trust me on this one, okay? You got your part to play, and I got mine.
This isn't over.
So yeah, Gerino, so Chronos is having us kill the alternate timeline versions of himself that are still a threat. Sorry, I didn't answer your question very well. And Darth Severus says, thank you for being alive and not being streaming members only. Yeah, no problem. I do want to do some members only streams at some point, but they're going to be for weird stuff like coding my website, not for stuff like this. Okay. So, having talked to everyone. Now, I think Chronos is in a lot of ways the best. There is an argument to be made. Well, let's go look at this list real quick. So yeah, to fight Eris, we have to do the rivals up. And encounters have 20% more foes. Oh boy. I mean, that's not too bad with this particular element. Aspect of Circe with Hermes Winter Circle. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so for our final conversation before we wrap up the stream, so yeah, if y'all wanted to tip, please get that in now. Otherwise, we won't be able to thank you until the next stream at 8:30 p.m. tonight. Let's go ahead and give this ambrosia to Hecate and share a drink at the taverna.
Would you care to split this bottle of ambrosia, headmistress? We never truly celebrated the restoration of the underworld's king and queen here.
Sipping the drink of your mountain relatives hardly seems suitable festivity, though very well. You are correct that these shades shall be expecting something. And so, I bid you all salute your princess of the underworld, who never relented against the threat of time itself, and the father of all monsters, amongst many others.
Thank you, headmistress. Everyone, I never could have done this without you. Without these crossroads, the one place I could always return to in a moment of need.
You are welcome here, and safe, Melanoe, and whilst we had utmost faith in you, nevertheless, what you accomplished was beyond imagining.
I did what you trained me to do. I'm grateful for your patience through all the many setbacks I had to overcome.
How else could we have stood against time itself, if not through patience? I knew you would be a capable student. 'Tis the only reason I pushed you as hard as I did.
So then what happens now to the unseen? Our shades each have an honorary place in Elysium waiting for them.
That may be if they decide to leave, but I suspect they're in no greater hurry to abandon this place than are you. There is always more we may accomplish here, and we stand to go farther together than alone.
Thank you all for standing by my side.
Well, 'twas not the most formal gathering, but my sense is that it was worthwhile. All these shades, they arrived here for lack of any place to go. Now 'tis a permanent home.
Not just a place to stop, a place to stay.
Okay, well that seems like a great stopping point for this stream. We're going to go ahead and replant our crops before I forget. But we are now all set. Our next stream of Hades 2, we will be attempting to ascend to go upside with the level 5 aspect of Circe, psychic leash, poison dart frog form. Is there a better form? We can't afford. The nightmarish form I think would be too hard to see. I actually really like the demonic poison dart frog. So there we go. Let's go ahead and leave to trigger the autosave. And we are going to quit the game. Thank you all so much for joining me for Hades 2. This is always a delight. One final refresh for tips. Looks like we are all caught up. So now it's time to pull up twitch.tv/directory/following/live. And let's see. It looks like Cypher of Tyr is playing Code Vein 2. We're going to /raid Cypher. And when you get over there, our raid message is howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. Cypher was really helpful with getting my channel off the ground, was a consultant when I was trying to create policies for hiring and training my staff back in 2020. So please, when you get over there, be kind. I'm not familiar with this game, but I hope you give it a try and you go out of your way to greet Cypher with a howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. Well, thank you all so much again. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville.